Alright, welcome back to another episode here on our WWE 2K19 Universe mode. I am, of course, Dominic here on the Bad Wrestling channel, making his way to the ring, the man who has a few things to address, Johnny Gargano. Now, if you didn't see the last episode, somebody in a mask, not entirely sure who, but somebody in a mask wearing a Johnny Gargano jacket, you know, it had the merchandise and everything, decided to attack Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, a lot of people have been saying Gargano is the man who attacked Shinsuke Nakamura, and he has good reason to. But I don't know, maybe. We'll see what he has to say. Last week, I know what you all were thinking. All week, I've been getting messages and texts saying, "Why did you do this, Johnny? Why did you attack Shinsuke Nakamura?" Well, here's the simple truth to it. I didn't. I did not attack Shinsuke. I know it might have looked like it, but I'm telling all of you that that was not me under that mask. I understand that he was wearing my merchandise, but you have to believe me when I tell all of you that I had nothing to do with that attack. So, at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view, I am settling it once and for all. I am calling out the man responsible for this attack on Shinsuke. If you decide to try and represent me, then you should at least answer my challenge. Well, Johnny Gargano answering out the challenge to this, I guess, masked attacker fan guy from last week. Okay, he is saying he's not the man who attacked Shinsuke, which is interesting. However, I don't know if our general manager, King Booker, who finally decided to buy a suit after a few months of just wearing his normal trunks, our general manager, King Booker, here tonight making his way now into the ring, looking at Johnny Gargano. I don't know if King Booker believes him, but let's see what our general manager has to say. "Sir Johnny Gargano, you were once one of my white knights here on Monday Night Raw. But since WrestleMania, you have proven to be more of a disappointment." You're right. I know, Mr. Booker. It's King Booker to you. Yes, sorry, King Booker. However, ever since WrestleMania, I've just had Tommaso Ciampa on my mind and this hatred of him ever since. If you tell me where he is right now, I can go and take out my frustrations, then come back to focus on being the Johnny Wrestling you signed. Look, I'd love to tell you, but he's been out of the medical facility now for a month, and he's currently on leave and is still recovering from his shattered knee and concussion. However, this quote, Johnny Wrestling, needs to come back alive very quickly, because you're about to have a match right now against a man who has earned Shinsuke's respect over the past few weeks. Well, Johnny Gargano apparently set to have a matchup here to kick off our show on Monday Night Raw, and it looks like the man he's fighting, the man that King Booker, quote, has gained the respect of Shinsuke Nakamura, is Drew McIntyre, and I can kind of see why. Okay, he challenged for the WWE title, and Shinsuke Nakamura, even though a little cheap, did some smart tactics with the match, with the triple threat match against Drew and Adam Cole for the WWE title at the last pay-per-view at Money in the Bank. However, Drew McIntyre making his way to the ring, set to take on Johnny Gargano here. But will Johnny Gargano prove to be Johnny Wrestling once again? Or will Johnny Gargano lose once again to Drew McIntyre here tonight? Let's see what's going to happen here as Shinsuke Nakamura, apparently he's out for, I'm not entirely sure, for a few weeks, I think. Off the attack of, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Okay, and Johnny Gargano just gets taken down, ran over by Drew McIntyre. As McIntyre, look at this, not holding back. Oh, brutal powerbomb, bouncing off of the mat. And Drew McIntyre, went to go kick him in the face. However, Drew McIntyre gets punched in the stomach, and Gargano with a neck breaker there to get back, or try to get into this. Okay, we're not entirely sure exactly who the attacker was then. You know, if Gargano is to even be believed. So I'm not entirely sure. As Drew McIntyre, look at this. Oh, just gets bounced off the top rope. Went to go throw him to the outside. And Gargano kicked Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre just runs through him. Unaffected by that kick to the back. Drew McIntyre, he is a powerhouse. He is a monster. He feels like he should be #1 contender for the WWE title again. However, it looks like Johnny Gargano getting thrown across the ring. Gargano here tonight has taken that away from him. Or, this masked attacker guy, if it even was Gargano. As Drew McIntyre reverses that into another clothesline again, just running through Gargano throughout this entire matchup. As he now picks up Drew McIntyre went to go pick up Johnny Gargano. Gargano dropped him down and then gets run over again. And Drew McIntyre now holding back, punching him square in the forehead, in the face. And now just over and over and over again, beating the hell out of his opponent, Johnny Gargano now. And Drew McIntyre, the big man, showing off some strength, and he takes him down. The man who defeated Samoa Joe, SmackDown Samoa Joe, at WrestleMania in a hardcore bout, made his return, went to go after the WWE Champion. However, he has not gotten a fair one-on-one shot because of people like Adam Cole and potentially Johnny Gargano, or this masked attacker person, as now kicks him there. The Claymore kick connecting on Gargano. 1, 2, and Johnny Gargano, however, kicking out here tonight of Drew McIntyre. That Claymore kick, and now he's not done with him. However, kicks or hits him there with a headbutt style maneuver. Went to go for an enziguri. Drew McIntyre straight up just throws him down. However, Gargano with an enziguri there, and Drew McIntyre still up. Went to go punch him there in a dropkick, and look at this, he's still up. Gargano, he's still going after. He was going after Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre now. Oh, look at this, gets punched in the face. Huracan Rana. Oh my God, he just catches him. Throws him down, and then look at this in the corner now. He has Johnny Gargano literally cornered. However, Gargano, when his back's against the wall, he usually loves to fight out of it. However, Drew McIntyre seemingly still on the attack here on Johnny Gargano, as a kick right to the stomach, the abdomen there. I can guarantee you Shinsuke Nakamura watching this from wherever he is. Okay, maybe even Tommaso Ciampa, the guy who apparently is out of the hospital. I didn't know that, but okay. Tommaso Ciampa out of the hospital. And, of course, King Booker, our general manager. Johnny Gargano going for a cover and a kick out there. Not even a 1 count. Johnny wrestling, looking furious, and Drew McIntyre getting up. And McIntyre going for a suplex and tosses him. Just straight up tosses Johnny Gargano away. And Drew McIntyre going after him with a big clothesline again. And Drew McIntyre now telling him to get up. Johnny Gargano has pretty much just gotten his ass kicked this entire time. It's a headbutt there. And Drew McIntyre, same corner as before, charging up. The Claymore kick connects, busting open Johnny Wrestling. Oh, it doesn't look like Johnny Wrestling anymore. It still looks like Johnny, the loser, Gargano. And I hate to call him that. I love Johnny Gargano to bits. But however, Johnny Gargano gets pummeled by Drew McIntyre in this opening contest here on Monday Night Raw. We still haven't even gotten to I haven't really announced the main event yet. However, which is already, a pretty big time matchup. However, Gargano here tonight, look at this. There you see Claymore kick. The final Claymore kick. Busting open Johnny Gargano. Getting Drew McIntyre the win on behalf of Shinsuke Nakamura. King Booker, I can imagine, being a little bit disappointed in the back. As we move on to our main event, featuring our United States Champion. Everybody, from one controversy to another, because Seth Rollins, over the past few weeks, has stirred up a lot of controversy as the United States Champion. Okay, Seth Rollins, in case you didn't see it, won the United States title back at WrestleMania. Well, kinda. Like, he was awarded the title. I'm gonna just say he won the United States Championship title from Chris Jericho. He won the title. And then, at the pay-per-view following, WrestleMania, Seth Rollins lost the United States title due to a controversial win from Eric Young because of the return of Alexander Wolf, which shocked everybody. Alexander Wolf attacked Seth Rollins, and then Eric Young took advantage of that, winning that title wrapped around the waist of Seth Rollins. Then, Seth Rollins defeats Eric Young, using interference, I guess? Okay, so at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, he regained his title because of the Shield. He came out with the Shield, and apparently they can just come in and help him do the Shield Bomb? I'm not entirely sure. However, Seth Rollins is going to fight one-on-one. No managers allowed. Nobody else allowed at ringside. Because Seth Rollins, the United States Champion, is going to be battling this man, Eric Young. Now, this is not for the title, okay? As much as Eric Young would love to have the title on the line, this is not for the title. Because Seth Rollins, he's already scheduled. He already has a match scheduled for the next pay-per-view, for the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. Because Seth Rollins is going to go one-on-one against a man who defeated Eric Young, again, via controversy. He defeated Eric Young, not by pin, not by submission, via countout. Okay, maybe the cowardly way, however, it's the legal way to do that. The cowardly way, Dolph Ziggler is going to be fighting Seth Rollins at the pay-per-view. As Eric Young makes his way down to the ring, the leader of Sanity. As you can see, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, not with Seth Rollins. Okay, he didn't come out with the Shield. And Eric Young coming out here not, I repeat, not with any of his allies. Not with Killian Dane, not with Alexander Wolf. So Eric Young, now at ringside, set to face off against Seth Rollins here in our main event. Okay, one-on-one fight, no title on the line, nobody in here to interfere. It's just going to be a brawl, and let's get into it here as Eric Young with a big suplex. Look at this, trying to get the pin early, just to say, hey, I can defeat the champion. Okay, as Rollins now, wants to go for a rolling elbow reversed. Turns it into a, running, I'm not even entirely sure what to call that. A running neck breaker, I guess? As Rollins, look at this, has to roll outside the ring, and Seth Rollins now, and Eric Young, look at this, into the barricade, and now these two brawling here on the outside. Eric Young trying to pull him, face first, off the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring, as everybody seems to call it, as now Seth Rollins, look at this, wants to go for a running kick, miss, and Eric Young now, look at Seth Rollins, United States Champion, runs back into the ring. Okay, smart move, however, wants to go for a running kick and just gets kicked down by Eric Young here. Raw main event, Seth Rollins facing off here against Eric Young. Dolph Ziggler, of course, the challenger, must be watching this right now. As Young, with a big elbow off the rebound. As Seth, not looking too good here. Eric Young pummeling Seth Rollins, I guess you could say. He's been pummeling this entire matchup. Will Seth Rollins get out of it? As now he gets out of that submission hold. And Eric Young gets a big enziguri there by Seth. And Seth, look at this. Taunting Eric Young, and he is pissed. He's furious. He wants to beat the hell out of Eric Young, and it looks like Eric Young wants to do the same. As now, oh my god, pile driver. Driving Seth Rollins into the ground. Eric Young going up top. The crowd has their phones out as the big elbow drop connects. And look at this, he's not done. Going up top once again. As now, what the hell, a moonsault? But gets caught with the moonsault. Okay, he hits that signature elbow, does not get to hit that moonsault there. Wants to go for a rolling elbow, but Eric Young reverses it. And then a big maneuver there onto the knee. Onto the spine, hitting the knee of Eric Young. Young, the leader of Sanity, looking down at Seth Rollins here, the United States Champion, trying to roll over. And Eric Young fight maybe working a little bit slow here tonight. However, some big high-impact maneuvers have been seen by Eric Young. As Young going for a maneuver once again, but Seth Rollins reverses it, knee to the face. And that's exactly what he's going to need to do in order to win this match as a rolling elbow connects. And Seth, chops him down. And Seth Rollins just chopping down Eric Young. As Young now gets turned around. Seth Rollins picking him up. And it looks like throwing him, into the top turnbuckle. Into the top turnbuckle, the buckle bomb connecting. And Seth Rollins, seemingly ready to set up a victory here, kicks him in the stomach. And Rollins, United States Champion, curb stomp, connects, stomping Eric Young to the ground. Here on this United States Champion, Seth Rollins might just pick up the victory. However, Eric Young, as soon as I say that, realizes that he's about to get pinned and kicks out at 2.5. As Young and Rollins fighting, but Young, look at this, reverses. And now setting him up, not too sure why. Going for this again, right on the knee again. And Young climbing back up, potentially going for that elbow once again, but Seth Rollins moves out of the way. Rollins moving out of the way, and now what the hell? Face first goes Eric Young, and Seth Rollins the cover. However, a rope break to save Eric Young here. And Young now getting up, Seth Rollins' elbow right to the head. And now just look at this, a punch to the face, however, reverses into an elbow by Eric Young, and then an elbow again. And now the elbows. Okay, these two just reversing elbow after elbow, counter after counter, but Seth Rollins gets thrown to the outside now, and Eric Young, look at this, taunting. He's telling Seth Rollins, hey, get back into this ring. Okay, you might be the champion, but this is my yard, to, take a phrase from one of Seth Rollins' Shield members, Roman Reigns. As now Eric Young going back, looks like he's going inside the ring, and now Seth Rollins in the ring waiting for Eric Young. Okay, however, Seth Rollins, should have capitalized as he hit him there with that big Death Valley driver. 1, 2, 3, and Eric Young picking up the victory with a huge Death Valley driver on the champion. Okay, unexpected win. And there you see Eric Young, leader of Sanity, defeating the United States Champion. And Eric Young looked to be leaving the ring, seems to change his mind here in our main event. Look at this, what the hell? Okay, we get it, you're furious that he stole the championship, but come on, unwarranted, unneeded attack there by Eric Young. As we move on to the next episode of our Universe Mode, that's going to have to be the end of this video here, after Eric Young attacking Seth Rollins in our main event. If you guys like to, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I am, of course, Dominic, and have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.